It's so funny. God damn it. Oh man, I can't believe this is okay. Here's the context, okay? I don't know anything about K-pop, but before we get onto this, I just need you all to understand, okay? People who tweet about K-pop are absolutely deranged, okay? I I don't have anything against you if you like K-pop, okay? Whatever, it's music, that's cool. But if you tweet about K-pop, there is something desperately wrong with you. K-pop stans are feral, okay? They're like raccoons, all right? They're rabies. It's a whole thing. I mean, you can see them anywhere. But anyway, a person whose name I guessed is Giselle. I guess. Yeah, I'm not an expert on these things, but apparently she mouthed or said she said or mouthed the N-word while singing along to a song that had the N-word in it, you know? So anyway, here's what we got. Hello, this is Giselle. I would like to apologize for mouthing the wrongful word from the lyrics of the song that was playing on site. I had no intentions of doing it with any purpose and got carried away when one of my favorite artists' song was played. I sincerely apologize. I will continue to learn to be more conscious of my actions. 250,000 likes, by the way. 250,000 likes. I can't believe it. This is the clip, by the way. Okay, get ready. Not even Twitch is going to ban me for this one. That was apparently it. I'm not joking. That was apparently it. Yeah, that was it. Apparently we did it. I feel we almost had racism on the ropes, folks, but it's back. It's back in force, okay? With this Giselle's. So Giselle, here, close this. Giselle openly lip-synced the N-word during a Savage behind-the-scenes video that has been made private. I'm not going to defend Giselle for her actions, as I know what she did is wrong. Oh, hey, chill. Please apologize, Gigi. So people keep saying that Espa Giselle, I think Espa's the group she's in, probably doesn't know what the N-word means, but she actually does. When she did a cover of Tia Tamera by another black artist, Doja Cat, she replaced the N-word. So she did know that she wouldn't say a racist slur. So basically she knew period. And now we'll play the GIF. So it's sassy. There we go. Now we've conveyed the appropriate, you know, attitude. I know we're all shocked right now, but babying Giselle at this point is ridiculous. Right now what we need to do is educate her on this issue. She's one of the most open-minded idols I know, and I'm self-assured she'll openly acknowledge her mistake and learn from it. Me, when I found out Giselle said the N-word.
I was rooting for you! We were all rooting for you! How dare you!
This is very serious. Very, very serious moment for K-pop Twitter.
Learn something from this!
Giselle is fluent in English and is very well. She shouldn't be saying the N-word. Ha! You tried to catch me on that one, didn't you? By typing it out like that. But this ain't my first rodeo, motherfucker. I know what I'm doing. Can't catch me. I get it. See, they look sad and disappointed. So that's the emotion they're conveying with this. Please do not try to sweep this under the rug and instead use your platform to inform Giselle of her mistakes and help her learn from the... Dude, I love the help her learn. You need to learn and grow. I love that attitude. It's like you sang along to a song with the N-word. It's like people are like, all right, listen, okay? Well, are not we all sinners? We need to learn and grow from this, okay? The soul is tainted, but there may yet be a time. Like, oh my god, okay? I'm gonna give some white boy takes in just a second. Holy shit. If you're disappointed with Giselle, then block me as peak levels of racism. Please reach out to Giselle through her bubble? Why is there an asterisk for the U? Is that Bobble? Is that like a site that I don't know about? Okay. Hashtag to help educate her. This isn't about Giselle's pride or our pride as MYs. It's about showing respect and decency. Giselle is open-minded. Educate, don't hate. There is no excuse. Can you check if any of these people are above 18 to have these takes? None of these people are above 18, okay? But they're featured in the damn article. There's a reason why I'm not hunting through Twitter to find the cringiest ones. Do you think these are the cringiest ones? They're not. I looked at Twitter. I'm looking at the ones that were curated, okay? If we wanted to go cringe hunting, we would all be dead at the end of this stream, okay? We would not survive. Oh, man. Nah, because if I see any of y'all saying she didn't know, bottom face, Giselle speaks fluent English and lurks on Twitter, where even breathing can get you canceled. She definitely knows what the N. Okay, we have stop. We have to stop. It's okay. I did look a little bit through the responses to the tweet that Giselle put out, and they're very funny. Thank you for addressing this issue. We hope you learn from your mistake. Be careful, Gigi. I hope you actually reflected. Love you, etc. I love you, bottom face, whatever. Thank you, Giselle, for displaying maturity by recognizing the mistake you made, which offended a lot of people, especially our friends from the black community. We sincerely hope for non-black MYs. I'm guessing MY is like their fan group name, like MY, like if you're part of that community. And K-pop stands to leave this out, as it is not our apology to accept. We sincerely are rooting for your constant development and reflection within yourself. Dude, accidentally rapping along with the N-word as a non-black person and traveling to Japan so you may enter the Buddhist temple and cleanse your soul at the shrine where you clean your hands in the water, and writing out your sins on one of those, like, those paper, like, things, and then putting it on the temple, and then fasting for, like, 3 weeks. Oh, God. Thank you for apologizing and owning up to your mistake. Giselle, it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. What are you black? If you're not black, it's not your apology to accept. Oh, man. Not hating you, but yes, learn from it, girl, love you. May I ask, what did she do? Uh-oh, this person's gonna get in trouble. It's giving, I'm sorry for saying it on camera, like, girl, how you get carried away. This person is 12 years old. And the only reason they don't understand this is because their parents don't let them listen to explicit music. They buy them the clean version of songs. So when they're rapping along, you know, when they're listening to Samuel L. Jackson talk about these monkey flipping snakes on these motor fracking planes, yeah, they're listening to Kids Bop, okay? So they're listening along, you know, to like Kids Bop Weezer or some shit, and they're thinking, how could you ever get so caught up in music that you say all the words to the song instead of quickly realizing the one word out of the entire English lexicon that you can't say out loud is coming up and annexing your language to not include that? Yeah, I don't know why it became a thing for K-pop stans to have, like, the people they idolize as their profile pic, but it really is taking away from the objective fact that all of these motherfuckers are white. We really are dampening the blow on that one. I just, God, I wish you had to have your fucking Facebook account linked, okay? Because if it was like revealed, like you pulled the fucking cloak away, and it's like one person's like, we accept your apology, and another and they all have like K-pop stan avatars, so nobody can tell who's what race or whatever. And the second person's like, if you're not black, it's not your apology to accept. And the first person's like, I grew up in the streets. Where'd you grow up? as they're both 12-year-old white girls. There is a near 100% certainty that this is happening right now in this thread with 250,000 likes. There's no way that's not happening. It's absolutely happening. What the fuck is this? You don't gotta preach to me. I've been telling my white friends we shouldn't even be listening to rap. We have our music, you can have yours like the Lord intended. True! Now that's what I call the wokest response. Thank you. Get back on that grind, king or queen or whatever. Absolutely. Are we good? Can we actually talk about this apart from like laughing at people? Yes! As a black person, I watched this video and believe she got carried away with the song. I believe this was a genuine mistake. Let it just be the first and last time. As a black person, yeah, if you're everywhere else in the thread, it's here. The idea that a black person be like, it's no big deal. Guys, I'm legit like reaffirming conservative stereotypes right now, but I gotta say that I have no, like all the people. I grew up in a fairly like multicultural like area, you know, like friends all over LA and shit. And I gotta say, I have never, with all the black people that I've ever known, friends or not friends with, met any of them who were anywhere near as weird about this shit as white girls are. I've never in my life, just any time, dude. Like it's there's nothing quite like, and I'm sure some of you have experienced this too. You can be friends with a black person, and man, if they give you the pass, you can say it with them, not outside of that though. If we're just with them, whatever, that's fine. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. But if you're doing that, and then like a white girl will like hear, they'll be like, oh my god, you say it around that. You're like, yeah, they're fine with it. They're like, you can't do that, and you're like, okay, they're literally fine with it, and it's just when I'm hanging out with them, they don't care. They practically like encourage it because they think it's funny when a white person says it. They listen to me say it and then they make fun of me for saying it the way I say it instead of with the inflection they use. And she's like, you can't do that. You can't that's internalized racial, like you can't it's I don't know, man. This shit is so fucking funny to me. Come on. How many of you guys have experienced something like that? Come on, right? Like that is definitely not a super unique particular experience. I feel yeah. It's it's yeah, I feel that's pretty common. Whatever I saw, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's yeah. It's whatever. Also, if anyone cancels me for this, then you're speaking over black people, okay? Hold on, wait, let me close the window. It's super cold. Hold on. My favorite combo is the edgy white girlfriend that baits the N-word and the white girl you described, except the second never flames the... So many dynamics. I live in SoCal, grew up in SoCal. I'm POC, and I went to a school that was like 80% POC. Everyone said it, no one cared. Yeah, unfortunately, like, the thing is like, the issue with using racial slurs isn't that they're magic words that, like, hurt people magically with magic. The issue is that, like, using them can, like, draw a lot of ambiguity to whether people are actually trying to affect racism or whether they're not, you know? So... we abstract the solution to this problem by saying black people can say the N-word and non-black people can't, but those lines are heavily blurred. If you're white and you grow up in certain neighborhoods, you say the N-word because everyone around you says the N-word and nobody cares. Seriously. There are plenty of majority black neighborhoods across America where black people are saying the N-word, and if you're white and you grew up in those neighborhoods, it's not like white people who grow up in those parts of town talk like me, you know? The way you talk isn't because of your race. The way you talk is because of the people you grew up with. There's no language or accent or dialect that's racially coded. Sorry, not racially coded. They are racially coded. That's racially encoded. It's not like in your blood or whatever. It's just whatever you grew up with. If you're white and you grew up in that shit, then yeah, you're gonna say. And if you're like Hispanic people and fucking Korean dudes, oh my god, Korean dudes in Los Angeles say the N-word as much or more than the black dudes who I knew from Los Angeles. Holy shit. And that's 50-50 because I met black people who minded that but didn't mind Hispanic people doing it, you know? But they didn't mind like Southeast, like say like Pacific Islander, like darker skinned Asian people saying it, but they did mind like the richer like Korean dudes who came over because their parents had the money to bring them over for university or whatever. So there's like a ton of ambiguity, you know, a ton of ambiguity with who like gets it or whatever. But the point that's so fucking stupid. It's whatever. These what we're talking about right now is literally a form of manners, you know? What we're talking about is manners. We're talking about social boundaries that are enforced to determine your compliance with others' feelings, basically, like decorum, you know? And it plays into broader stuff, right? Like, you know, manners, etiquette, they can play into broader social issues. Like, there are some etiquette issues that if tripped over or ignored can be, like, racially insensitive, you know what I mean? And this is definitely one of them. But there's no, like, hard lines or objective things. Now, with all that being said... this is an objectively correct take, okay? Here, hold on. People are showing how white they are in chat by telling themselves that they don't have any black friends or didn't grow up around other POC. I'm losing it. Yeah, I love to see all these fucking suburban Midwestern Andes in chat being like, I have never met a black person who said I could. You never met a black person. I'm sure you've met maybe one or two. Look, I'm just saying, okay, LA is a multicultural hotspot, okay? I feel very comfortable in whatever sort of piece of information I'm inferring from my experiences. Um, but obviously it varies. Just don't be fucking weird, okay? However, this is an objectively correct take, and you all are going to be super mad, but it's objectively correct, okay? Whatever the hierarchy is on people who can't say it, saying it, like how harmful that is, whatever the hierarchy of badness is, okay? Singing along to a song with the soft A in it is like the lowest possible tier on that slot, okay? I don't know how big this ladder is. I don't know how many steps there are on it, but that is undeniably the first step off the ground, okay? There could be 1,000 steps above or 5. I don't know, but that is the first goddamn step. So to fall from that height, like, I don't know, man. It's... it's very not up there, you know. It's yeah, and apparently it was mouthed too instead of sung. I don't know, whatever. Just I don't care. What? How do you care about straight people saying the F slur? I can't even say the F slur because I'm on Twitch now. If I'm like, if it's my friend, I don't care. Okay, like for me, it's about like how much hate does it convey. Okay, if it's some stodgy 65-year-old evangelical, like obviously that shit carries hate. Okay, but if I'm like with a group of friends, everyone's fucking chill, then like it doesn't tend to bother me. But even then, if you're with chill people, sometimes they can say it and you can get kind of weird vibes from it. But isn't it like that with every word? Like black isn't a slur, but you can absolutely say black in a way that kind of implies you have weird feelings about black people, you know? You don't need a slur to read that from people. If the slur was the only way of determining who was and wasn't racist, that'd be very, very difficult to figure that out. But sometimes people tell on themselves by acting weird about it or using particular inflections, and you can kind of follow up on that and go, oh, okay, well, you weren't saying the N-word, but you got some weird feelings, my dude. You've got some strange feelings deep in your heart. You know, what's up? Anyway, I don't know. I just thought I just I thought this was no, the F slur can cause harm. I literally didn't say the F slur can't cause harm. I just said it would depend on how much hatred I felt to convey. Like my answer directly indicated that I feel that it can cause harm. Yeah, it's a slur, you know. But keep in mind, it's not the slur itself that really causes harm outside of offending people. It's the behavior that gets normalized through the use of the slur. The slur in and of itself is literally just language incapable of harming outside of the offense that it causes and whatever is associated with that. It's the stuff that gets associated with that kind of behavior, you know? Like if you're gay and you hear the F slur, if you're gay in America and you're like out of the closet and you have gay friends, you probably hear the F slur like 47 times a day anyway, okay? You probably hear it all the time anyway. But there's a huge difference between hearing it and hearing it in ways that feel like they're reinforcing certain negative, you know, stigma against you, you know? So like if you're gay, like visibly gay, you know what the fuck I mean, okay? And you're walking down the street and somebody shouts at you like, hey, F slur or whatever, the harm there isn't hearing the word. The word itself is causing no more eardrum reverberations than it would if you heard it from a friend who also likes sucking dick, okay? The real harm is the thought, if people can get away with saying that to me in public, if they want to say that to me in public, how far away are they from me attacking in public, like attacking me in public? How far away are they from voting against my political interests, you know? If they care enough to be able to do that in person, they must hate me enough that the harm doesn't begin and end with a slur. It's a threat against previous and future harm. And it goes that way with the N-word as well, I think. And again, that's why singing along is the lowest fucking rung on that ladder, because I don't think that rapping along to a song and saying the N-word during it indicates that you like hate black people or want to like hurt them or something. But, you know, that, by the way, though, that would be a very funny kind of racist where they really don't like POC, and the only way they express it is by rapping along to black music and saying the N-word along with it as a non-black person, and they're thinking, like, yeah, this is the lowest rung, but it's on the ladder, baby. And they're like, so they'll be in public, like, rapping it as something, and they're, like, hoping someone else will kind of feel threatened by it, and no one ever does, because it's just a dude, like, rapping along. Oh, God. Do you remember that white chick was called on stage and sang the N-word and the rapper called her out? Yeah, wasn't that Drake? It was like Drake brought a girl up Kendrick Lamar. Sorry, Kendrick Lamar. And and she rapped the song, but then she said the N-word and everyone got mad or something. Oh, JonTron respond. Okay, wait, hold on. Cut this segment. I don't even know where we're going anymore.